Hi, this is BB. So the funny thing is, this microwaving, whatever they're doing, it does affect our colons and our bowels. Um, in 2009 or 2010, I believe, I was going through what I called a major negative phase, like a depression, where I had almost stopped functioning. I became almost agoraphobic. Now, I don't know if this is stemming from since back then or not. And something was happening to me. I couldn't control my bowels for a week, for exactly 1 week. And I knew exactly when it was. When push came to shove and I had to have money, otherwise I would have ended up living in the streets. Because I thought I was doing this to me, and as far as I know, mentally I was doing this to me because I don't blame anybody else. Because as far as I'm concerned, nobody told me to just stop working and stop functioning and stop being productive. I took the blame on myself, and I still do. But something that happened the very day after, about not being willing to find employment, and that was me. I decided to go look for a job, and I looked for a job, and I went to this place where they hand out flyers, and it was downtown. I lived in the Bay Area. It was downtown, and I went for the interview. I didn't get the job, but I went for the interview. I sat around, and I went home. And as soon as I went home, about an hour after I got home, I couldn't control my bowels. I was literally going on myself, like all the time, 24 hours a day. I was feeling no urge to go to the bathroom, but I was having bowel movements in my pants. And it happened for 7 days. And then it righted itself. Now, started exactly the same day that I went to interview for the job, which I didn't get. So I'm not sure if this was happening to me since then. But today, I'm noticing a lot of differences in my bowel movements. I'm very constipated, or I'm having. And I feel this sensation of being fried, like this sensation of being microwaved. I don't know. I call it microwave because when I think of something being microwaved, I think of something that's being cooked. It feels like you're being cooked. There's pain, but it's not just one, it's spread out, and it feels like, I don't know how to describe it. It feels like a million little things going on inside. And it's just this, like that, quivering, like all your nerve endings on fire. So I think that's also to the elasticity, the colon, right? It's like to cause the colon, your colon, to start leaking. You might find that you have bad breath. You might find that you have really bad morning breath. All these things, because they're damaging the esophagus, they're damaging the wall, the lining of the stomach. Anything to cause damages to our organs, anything to keep us away from people, anything to make us self-conscious about ourselves, for us to keep away from people. This is mostly one of the things they go for. And if you find people out there who is experiencing this with us, they'll tell you the same thing. They're isolated. They're being forced into isolation. Basically, it's like the equivalent of concentration camps. They're forcing us. At some point, we all end up in a motel room where it gets really bad, because with the key cards, they own you. If you have a key card or you live in a building with a key card and a code, they own you. They can come and go in your place anytime they want. This is why it's always good to resort to they do get those Stanley and Union locks. And make sure you keep your keys in your pocket. Even at night, I just keep it we keep it in your bed, somewhere close. This was happening to me, and I noticed it. And I was always feeling this sensation in my body. And when I used to work at the hospital, I used to work all night. Then I would go home and just go to sleep. And I would wake up like an hour and a half later, and I had to go back to work for another 12-hour shift that same day. And I couldn't go back to sleep. So I used to attribute it to like maybe I didn't eat before I slept and it was just low blood sugar. But maybe this was happening to me for a long time. Like I said, my wallet got stolen in 2001 or 2002. And I think it started since then with my stolen wallet. Because all my everything was in my wallet. My social security card, my ID card, my green card, everything was in there. So it might have started with that. They did find the wallet because they caught the woman the next day buying stuff at Best Buy, so they caught her. And I did get my wallet back. But I think that was part of it too. But I got my wallet back. But they needed, everything they needed, they already got copies of. They already saw it. So that's one of the aspects of this. This is how they probably knew me since then. But anyway, that was happening to me. And I notice now it's happening again. My bowels and my cat. Like I said yesterday, I mentioned my cat has diarrhea. I was just holding her here and she just went on me just like that. She didn't even realize it. So whatever it is, whenever I leave, something is happening to my cat. See, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know if any of you experienced this. These people are doing way too much. This is not a regular gang stalking here. These are people who want me dead. They want me dead. Now, I don't know if the money for them is in the killing of me. Is it when I'm dead? Maybe they have, like I said, life insurance tacked on me. I don't know. Or if there's some pile of money somewhere that I've inherited and I don't know, and they're waiting to say, well, I gave it to them. I don't know what their deal is, but there's something here. Because I would hate to think they're killing me for money that was already stolen and in their possession. I would really, really, really hate to believe that. And anybody would. Because if this was since 2002 that they knew of me and they've been stealing from me, why would they do this now? This does not make any sense. Why would they do this now? And now they're attacking the cat. Now, how do I know that they're messing with the cat? Back when I lived in California, I would leave the water just dripping, drip, drip, for her to drink, because she likes to drink from the tap. And because she splashes in her water bowl, so I would leave it there and she drank. Now I came here, I tried doing that a couple of times, but then the chlorine in the water is very strong, and every time she tries to drink, I don't know if she gets electrocuted or what in the water, but she gets crazy. She jumps off and she goes all over. She hits herself against the wall. I mean, she just goes berserk. So I don't do it. I give her bottled water in her bowl, and she's learning to drink from that and not splashing it. And she would do that normally. She doesn't even go into the bathroom anymore. She doesn't do that. Whenever I leave and I come back, as soon as I come, she's running in the bathroom for water. Now, when I'm here, she doesn't do that. Every time I leave and I come back, she does that. And every time I open the door, she's always looking to look like she's in a position where she will run, or she doesn't know what to do because she's expecting who's coming in the door. Then she sees me and then she's okay. So I know people come in here. I don't know why they would do that to a cat. I think it's just a show of power that they can get to me anytime they want. And it's getting closer. Well, I'll just sit down and tell the whole story of what happened to me last year, and maybe somebody can help me to piece it together and know that I'm not going crazy. So she just pooped on me, and she didn't even realize it. Same thing like was happening to me since 2010, 9 and 10, or 10, I believe. I find that very, very strange. I find it very, very strange. Because there's somebody else that I can talk about that I don't know if this is true or they made this up or not, but when I tell the story, you'll help me to piece it together, because I don't know what to believe anymore. And the law enforcement is not taking me seriously. They're not taking me seriously. And this woman is not going to leave me alone until she kills me, or she gets someone else to do it. Because every time they spritz and spray, they spray me and they mess with me and mess with that cat, they're killing us. Basically, the people, these gang stalkers, are just hired guns. They're hired killers. But they have this gang mentality, this group mentality. So they feel that they feel protected by the gang, protected by the group. These are not gangs. These are gang stalkers. The two are very, very much different. Gang stalkers are not gangs. There are gangs all over. They don't do this crap. They're gang stalkers, meaning that they come in gangs or in twos or in threes, and they mess with you all the time, doing all kinds of things. But these ones here are not just messing with me from a distance. I don't know how much they're paying them, or if she's coming herself and doing this. I don't know. But I know if someone is coming in my house when I'm not here. And I had a mason jar. My friend had brought some pickles he made at home, and he brought me a mason jar. I used the pickles, and I used to drink coffee from the jar. The jar just disappeared. My friend across the way said that too. That stuff is being moved around her house. So that's a possibility. The same thing is happening to her. So anyway, I will cut this short and get back to you.